Okay, so before I get started on how to discuss the basic presentation in IMG, so clearly our presentation is very simple, so also you can do customization in our presentation to make it simpler. So basically the first slide is all about the introduction of the IMG, so I hope you must follow. So yung IMG po ma'am is we are like a financial school. So what we do dito po sa IMG is we have the various information about financial education. So basically everything about malalaman niyo po about money, so dito po yan tinuturo dito sa IMG. Kasi kadalasan po kulang natin is sa school, yung tinuturo po din is puro po academic, tapos for skills. Pero hindi po natin nadaanan sa paralan na tinuturuan tayo on how to manage your own money. So basically, IMG is just like a financial school. So we have 6 steps na tinatawag namin ito na courses. So primarily, yung first is yung pag-increase ng cash flow. Kasi kadalasan ng Filipino, yung nagdidepend lang sa isang source of income like salary. So paano ba mag-increase ng cash flow? So first is at least mag-earn na tayo ng additional income. Tapos good news po ma'am, kasi dito sa IMG we're looking for young professionals na kung sino kung gusto magiging part-time as a financial broker po dito sa IMG upang mag-increase po sila ng income if ever gusto silang mag-extra income. Second is manage po natin yung expenses natin, kasi yung problema if ever lalaki yung income natin as well as our expenses, so dapat marunong tayo mag-manage. Second is pag-manage ng debt. Then third is pag-create ng emergency fund. Kasi yung emergency fund is kinakailangan po yan, which is yun po yung pinaka-recommended na part sa pag-build ng solid financial foundation. Kasi yung problema ngayon, what if wala kang emergency fund tapos may nangyayari na mawalan ka ng source of income, ilang months or days or weeks ka lang mag-survive? What if meron ka pang family? So dito sa IMG tinuturo natin yan kung paano mag-create ng emergency fund. Fourth is your protection. Then fifth is pag-build ng long-term savings. Kasi kadalasan din ng Filipino ngayon tumatrabaho ng mahigit 20 years to 25 years pero wala pa rin savings until retirement years. So dapat malalaman natin kung paano mag-build ng long-term savings. Yung kagandahan is tinuturo po yan dito sa IMG. 6 is pag-preserve po ng estate. So if ever meron ka na pong businesses, then pwede mo na po siyang i-transfer sa mga relatives mo or sa anak or sa kahit sinong loved ones. So basically yan lang po yung courses namin dito sa IMG, na basically yun lang po, dyan lang po magsa-circulate yung mga topics dito sa IMG. Aside from that, may tinuturo rin po tayo na financial concepts, or tinatawag namin itong financial concepts na primarily is yung X-curve. At first, sa younger stage, wala pa po tayong savings. Experts said that sa younger stage pa po yung tao, yan po yung time na naghanap po tayo ng source of income. So basically, tayo pa yung nagtatrabaho upang kumita. Pero yung problem is yung responsibility po natin is mataas, kasi yung income natin is very temporary lang. So hanggat lang sa food, shelter, education, health, at ibang pang basic expenses. So yung main goal natin is pataasin natin yung blue line natin or savings line until such time tataas yung savings natin, at until such time na interest rate na lang, yung tubo na lang ng pera sa investment natin, yun yung bubuhay sa atin. So mangyayari is magiging more secure na yung life natin. So sa dito na part is tayo, yung pera na ang nagtatrabaho para sa atin. Aside from this financial concept, meron din kami tinuturo na how to make money work for you. So the money will work through compounding interest. So as an example, may 4%, 8% at 12% na interest rate. As an example, if ever may example na tao na nag-save and invest siya age 29 na may 100,000 siya, tapos sinave niya sa 4%, at age 65 may estimated siya na 400,000. What if ma 8% pa? So same age nagsimula, 29 years old, same amount of money, but pag age 65 is meron siyang 1.6 million. what if may 12% pa? So, the same age, the same amount of money, but at age 65, meron siyang around 6.4 million sa investments niya. So, basically, ano ba yung advantage if ever mataas yung interest rate? Of course, bibilis yung tubo ng pera. So, yung question yan, saan ba yun hahanapin? Yung 8% at 12% na interest rate na safe rin at secure na mga investments. So, dito sa AMG, yan yung purpose namin. Na kami yung mag-educate ng tao kung paano maghanap ng right investment para sa magandang future. So, before we advise people to invest, basically, tinuturuan po namin sila ng priority or foundation. Kasi kadalasang problema is, maraming tao na nagpupursige magnegosyo, pero yung problema, hindi solid yung financial foundation nila. So, basically, ito yung mga priority. And yung building po nito, ma'am, is from bottom to top. So, basically, yung first important is yung healthcare. So, dapat yung tao ay meron siyang, it's either long-term healthcare or short-term healthcare. Yung short-term healthcare is kadalasan yan binibigay sa company. So, tinatawag yan na company healthcare. Pero yung problema is since it's a short-term healthcare, so mangyayari, if ever hindi ka na employed sa company, then hindi ka na rin covered. But if may long-term healthcare pa, sa long-term healthcare is, ang gagandahan is sa lifetime long-term healthcare, so meaning whole life covered ka ng healthcare program mo. Kasi problema, alam naman natin na yung katawan natin is magsa-slow down, so alam rin natin na darating ng araw may emergency mangyayari, magiging not feeling well tayo or magkakasakit. So, mangyayari niyan, if our body slow down, so probably may malaking chance na ma-hospitalize yung tao. So, whereas if ever meron kang long-term healthcare, at least secure ka. Kasi guaranteed na naman yan mangyayari. Pero hindi lang natin alam kailan. So, second is life insurance. So, since we are not a life insurance company, what we do here in AMG, we educate people kung ano po yung importance ng life insurance, kung kailan ka po kukuha ng life insurance, kung bakit ka po kukuha ng life insurance. So basically, more on education part sa life insurance po yung tinuturo namin, hindi po hindi po kami life insurance company. Third is pag-eliminate ng debts. Then fourth is pag-create ng emergency fund. Then lastly na yung investment. Kasi kadalasan ng tao, ginawa nila, umuna sila ng investment. Marami na silang investment sa stock market, sa mutual fund, marami na yung businesses. Yung question yan, what if yung yung manager or yung owner ng company magkakasakit, or let's just say may emergency nangyayari na may emergency na nagkasakit siya na malala. So mangyayari yan, if ever wala na mapamanage yung businesses niya at mag-take care dun sa investments, probably yung investment is i-withdraw or i-benta for just the healthcare. Kasi alam naman natin, basta buhay na ng tao nakasalalay, gagawin talaga ang lahat. Kahit ibenta pa lahat, pwede. Kasi as I've experienced a while ago, long time ago, experience kasi yan sa family namin. Since I was 14 years old, si Papa kasi passed away. So, since wala kaming long-term healthcare, so yung problema is yung lahat ng investment ng Papa ko, binenta lahat. Kulang na lang yung bahay, ibenta upang lang mabuhay. Pero yung problema kasi, yung sakit ng Papa ko is cancer. So, probably, mas malaking chance na sa lahi namin sa next generation, may chance rin na magkakaroon. So, ginawa ko, kumuha muna ako ng long-term healthcare for just sake na yung future ko na family, at least secure na rin sila at magiging prevented na. So, this is what we do here in ING. So basically, what we call ourselves as a financial broker. So sa financial broker is primarily dito sa ING is we educate people first on how to manage money and grow money. After, if ever kapag aral na sila ng mga right information, then i-recommend na rin natin yung mga partner companies natin. So since we are licensed financial brokers, so may license tayo sa lahat ng partner companies. So nakikita nyo, mayroon tayong healthcare, life insurance, investment, real estate, general insurance, at iba pa. So yung lahat na yan is under yan sa foundation. So so ito yung good thing about the financial broker. So, pwede mo rin itong i-offer sa kakilala mo na gusto rin silang kumita dito sa IMG as a part-time financial broker, because we are looking for young professionals, especially like you. So, basically, yun yung main point dito sa IMG. Kami yung mag-i-educate ng tao about financial education. Tapos ito yung benefits na makukuha natin sa financial broker. First is financial education. So of course, we can educate people if ever wala tayong right information in our own self. So dapat i-educate tayo ng IMG all about money. Learn about saving and investing, and all about money management. Second is we have a license to market our own partner companies. So we have our partner companies, so we are already licensed. Third is we are only an independent financial broker. So sa freelance, so less hassle siya kasi pwede natin gagawin after office hours. Fourth is wala tayong exams na require, wala ring quota, only lang na if ever magpapalicense tayo dito sa IMG, 3 hours na compliance training or lecture. So dun i-discuss all about ano yung IMG, basically kung ano talaga yung main reason bakit naging exist yung IMG. Fifth is you will be given a certification after the upstart, so as a certified financial broker ka na. Sixth is you'll be given a training kit to guide you on how to discuss books, trainings, materials, audio, ano ba pa. So basically, if ever mahirapan pa tayo sa pag-discuss, meron din naman tayong trainers na makapag-guide. Also, we will be given travel incentives to go abroad like Hong Kong, Macau, Singapore, Taiwan, Thailand, USA, Europe, at iba pa. So lastly is yung compensation plan natin is commission based. So mayroong kagandahan yung commission based kasi ang yung advantage ng commission based, ikaw yung may hawak kung magkano yung gusto mong kitain. Kasi sa salary, yung boss yung problema, yung boss yung mahawak sa kikitain natin. So dito kagandahan, if ever gusto mo talaga kumita ng gusto, pwede. Only lang yung advantages ng commission based, if ever you are a hardworking person, then pwede kang committed ng malaki. Pero if ever hindi mo talaga gagawin yung career, then hindi ka rin kikita. So basically, yung requirements lang na magiging financial broker yung tao is sa licensing form. Since we have a licensing form dito sa office, so pwede tayo mag-fill up. Then yung licensing fee or processing fee. Yung processing fee is yung gagamitin upang i-process yung license natin sa lahat ng partner companies natin. Good thing is yung IMG na lang po yung mag-process. So it costs only 3,700 pesos. So yung 3,700 is just like kumuha ka ng driver's license na nagbabayad ka ng processing fee dun sa driver's license upang makapagmaneho ka ng kotse. Same as here also. Also, the 3,700 is just like a tuition fee na upang mag-aralan mo lahat ng about financial education. So, since yung IMG is just like a financial school, so yun tinuturo dito sa IMG. So, win-win situation kasi yung learn mo, mas malaki pa sa investment mo, 3,700. Kasi sa paaralan, we invest more money just to make ourselves educated. So, basically, same lang rin yan dito. So, para lang naging tuition fee. So, magbibigay lang ako ng little overview about dun sa partner company namin, which yun yung kadalasan ino-offer namin sa client if ever gusto silang mag-save and invest, mga basic investors. First is itong Kaiser International. Kasi yung Kaiser International, meron siyang dalawang main concern na sinolve ng tao about financial situation. First is, what if we die too soon? So, yung problema, what if we die too soon? So, yung Kaiser is, meron siyang life insurance. So, yung gandahan is, may life insurance siya. So, yung life insurance, yun yung mag-take care of responsibility dun sa family. Second is, what if we live too long? So, meron siyang investment at saka long-term health care. So, if ever magre-retire na tayo sooner or later, then pwede rin tayo gumamit dito sa Kaiser. So, meron siyang tatlong major financial needs na sinolve sa tao. First is investment. Second is income protection, life insurance. Then lastly, na po yung healthcare. So basically, yung Kaiser is a 3-in-1 healthcare savings program. So this is how Kaiser works. So let's just say an example, yung Kaiser is require lang yung tao is mag-save at mag-invest ng within 7 years. So as an example, age 22, mag-save and invest siya up to age 29 since it's 7 years. So while saving within 7 years, meron siyang makukuha na yearly na physical examination, annual dental benefits, at itong around annual 50k to 60k magagamit mo directly for hospitalization if ever may mangyayari na emergency within 7 years. So directly magagamit yan sa hospital. Kasi kagandahan sa Kaiser, bibigyan din tayo ng health card. So let's just say may emergency nangyayari at 12 AM. So saan ka maghahanap ng pera pag wala kang healthcare? So mangyayari niyan, mas maganda pag mayroon kang healthcare, kasi yung Kaiser is partner siya ng around 500 major private hospitals dito sa Philippines, nationwide. So kadalasan ng private hospitals na nakikilala nyo, partner ng Kaiser. So yung Kaiser is safe and secure. So yung question yan, ano ba gagawin ng in-invest mo after 7 years? So since hindi ka na required mag-invest within after 7 years, pag simula na 8th year up to 20th year or lifetime, simula ng 8th year to lifetime, bibigyan ka ng right sa Kaiser na magtutubo yung investment mo ng 10% interest rate lifetime. Pero kagandahan is from age 29 up to age 42 or within 7 years plus 13 years equals 28th year, bibigyan ka na ng Kaiser ng rights na pwede mong i-withdraw lahat ng investment mo at kikita ka pa, but kasi may mga bonuses pa. Pero what if hindi mo siya i-withdraw? So hayaan mo na siya magiging retirement pension plan. So mangyayari, age 65 as estimated sa sample na plan nito, meron siyang around 10 million na magagamit for his or her monthly pension. So if ever, let's just say 10% times 10 is around 1 million plus. So if ever divide mo ng 12, probably aabot ng 100,000 per month yung kita mo, hindi ka nang ginagawa. So it's a good retirement plan. So yung Kaiser. So ito yung price list ng Kaiser, kung ang magkano yung gustong amount na i-invest ng client natin. So basically, pwede siya mag-monthly, mag-quarterly, mag-semi-annual at mag-annual. So basically, ito lang yung last slide. So that's all. So sa closing part is basically tatanungin lang natin yung prospect kung anong yung gusto uunahin, if ever magka-Kaiser ba siya or mag-broker. So mas maigi na ita-try talaga natin na ipupush yung brokerage, kasi since gusto lang naman siya mag-invest, much better na magiging educated siya na as an investor. So yun lang yung presentation. So just share your stories. Yan lang yung ma-advise ko, kasi there's no perfect presentation. So kahit mali yan at first, our prospect doesn't know so mali ba yan or tama. So basically, do whatever it takes just to present, kasi the more people that you presented, so the more chances of having great results dito sa ING. So sa closing rin is, a tip is, huwag tayong gumamit ng terms na like joining, afford, magbabayad, kasi yung pinopromote natin dito is saving and investing. So basically, yung ginagawa naman talaga dito sa Kaiser is nag-save naman tayo at nag-invest. Tapos dun sa licensing, instead of telling our prospect joining, use the word accreditation or become an accredited licensed financial broker dito sa ING, or become licensed as a financial broker dito sa ING. Tapos if ever magtatanong sila kung magkano yung commission rate, sabihin mo lang yung starting is 20% up to 50% yung commission rates. So basically, yan lang yung mga basic information about the presentation. Sorry for if ever hirapan ako magsalita, kasi Tagalog is not my native language. So Bisaya talaga ako, so I try my best to present in Tagalog. So I hope you learned something, Then, I'm looking forward for your success dito sa ANG. Thank you and God bless.